Hi guys, it is the end of the day on Tuesday and I thought we could have a little chat. It has been a really good week so far and I thought we could just do like a little girl chat. I haven't done one of these in a really long time. Also, my background is just crazy right now, but hopefully it's not too bad. I just got back from the gym. Daisy's in the bath and I've been checking up on my packages basically all day because, as you know, things keep getting stolen here. So yeah, I've been checking on the packages all day and then I got an email that they couldn't get in the building, so they're bringing my package back to the UPS place, or yeah, I think it was UPS. I don't know, I'm so sick of the mail system here. It's so ridiculous. Today has been a super productive day, I will say, even though I am disappointed that the mail didn't arrive. But it's been a really productive week so far, and it's only Tuesday. I feel like I finally got my motivation back, especially for like going to the gym, getting my work done. And then it made me think about OnlyFans, which I haven't had motivation for, which is really interesting because I feel like it is the easiest part of my job that makes me a lot of money, and for some reason I have zero interest in doing it. I think I'm kind of like, I might have a little bit of writer's block with OnlyFans right now, where I don't feel super connected with it. It could be writer's block or it could be burnout. I feel like a little bit of both maybe. Like, I don't feel like I have any super fresh new ideas for OnlyFans, and that kind of could be demotivating. But also I feel a little burnt out with it because it is such a mentally exhausting job, at least part of my job. It is very draining, and I mean, it might seem like it's so easy and, you know, whatever, but it's pretty draining when you are constantly being asked to do things in videos, because I do offer customs, and I think I have to kind of rethink that for my business, for my OnlyFans business, because it just doesn't seem to be working for me right now, and I do feel a bit burnt out from that type of content. I feel like I need to keep adjusting this, like it's a little bit crooked. Is it crooked or is it fine? As far as everything else going on in life though, I've been feeling really confident about getting shit done. Today and yesterday were very productive days. I got my business separated from my personal account. So I have a business banking account and I have an accountant and all of that. And I figured that stuff out last week and early this week. So I'm feeling really positive about that aspect of business. And then I was super productive with getting like brand deals done today and organizing my budget. And I had a spreadsheet for all my brand deals, but I never really kept up with it. And I finally found a way that I can easily keep up with all my brand deals and just make it really simple for me to see and have all in one place. So I'm really excited to continue that. I also think I found a way to manage my calendar better. I've been managing my calendar pretty well recently. I use To-Do for like kind of like a notes, like checklist type thing for all the things that I have to get done, and I organize it throughout the week, and it makes it so easy to just check things off and you feel super accomplished. And then that way I see what I need to do throughout the whole week. So it's a really good planning tool. I really like it. That's what I've been doing. I had so much on my mind last week that I wanted to talk about, and as you know, I was traveling and we were in Napa and it was seriously such a great time, but I didn't get to chat with you about the things I wanted to. I'm gonna close the door, hold on. Hopefully that's a little quieter in the background. Yeah, so what was I saying? Last week, I had all these things I wanted to talk about, and last week I didn't really get around to some of the things I wanted to chat about with you because I did just do vlogs and I didn't do like my typical like at home chatting about everything that I want to talk about. But one thing that I was thinking about last week was secrets, and how I don't really have any secrets, and how I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, because I think it is good to keep things private. But the reason this came up was because while I was at my family's house, one of my cousins said, oh, you know, it's great seeing you, especially following you on social media, but you know, you never know what's like real and fake. And I thought about it and I was like, what does she think is fake on my social media? Everything I post is 100% me. Like, that's like, I don't even know what I could be posting that was fake. I post like the ups and downs of my life, so I just didn't know what exactly she was talking about. Is it even a good idea that I do share everything? Because clearly it's not translating. Or is it? And that was just one person that maybe perceived it differently. I don't know. I asked you all, I think 2 weeks ago on my Instagram what your secrets were. And a lot of people said that they didn't really have any secrets either. Or some of them were like silly, but nothing was that serious. And obviously if it was that serious that they had a secret, maybe they wouldn't be sharing it with me, because it does show your name. Maybe like the era of secrets is just over. Like, what do you have to hide? I feel like we've all been through so many things, and so it's almost easier for me to just let it out and be able to chat about it with someone on the internet than to keep it in and have like this secret. Like, I feel like I'm literally boiling over when I have a secret. And I did make that video where I shared basically all of my traumas. That was all of my secrets. Like, everything I shared was my secrets in that video. I have done things I regret in life. I have had traumatic instances in my life, like tons of stuff. And I just feel like holding it in doesn't do anything for me besides make me feel like I'm going to explode. That question from my cousin just made me think, like, what could I possibly be sharing that isn't real? Everything that we do is real. Like, when we go on trips, like, we're really on those trips. I mean, that's why I vlog it. When I'm having a hard day, I sit down like this and have a chat and express myself and how hard it's been. I think the only thing that maybe like might seem like, oh, it's not real, is like maybe how I make my money or the happiness that I have in my relationship. I feel like those are the only two things that maybe someone could be like, oh, maybe she's not maybe she does have like a real job and like she's pretending like she makes money on YouTube and OnlyFans, or maybe she isn't super happy with like her relationship. Those are the only two things I can think of that maybe someone would question as far as like what I'm sharing on the internet. But I feel like I'm pretty open about like when I'm having a hard time in my relationship. Like, I just made that video saying that I was insecure within my relationship. And then, which, by the way, human to human here, I have figured out my little insecurity. I think I just had a moment, and it's only human to like have those jealousies and insecurities when you're in a relationship, and especially when your partner's just so freaking cute and hot. Like, I've gotten over it. I figured it out. I think it was just a rough day, a rough few days that I was going through. But anyways, back to the other thing. It was, oh, the money thing. Yeah, I don't really know how to prove it other than like, if you watch me every day, like, I don't go into an office. I don't work a normal schedule. Like, I literally just do whatever I want every day. So, I mean, that's the only proof I have for you if you're wondering that. Like, we go on vacation way too much for me to have a normal job, for real. But yeah, those are the only two things that I can think of that maybe could seem fake. But I think I'm pretty open, and I think it's because when I make these videos, I want to look back and see my actual life. I want to see my actual thoughts, my actual feelings, opinions, and like everything. Yes, I don't share like Daisy and I's actual fights, but I feel like not all of that's necessary. We fight. We're human. We don't fight that much, I would say, but we've had our arguments, we've had our disagreements, if that's kind of what you're wondering about. But yeah, I feel like I pretty much share everything. My cousin was the one that said that, and then my aunt said, oh, I feel like you're always gonna wanna like curate, because we were talking about be real. She's like, oh, I feel like you're always gonna wanna like curate the content. No hate to my cousin or my aunt for this, because obviously like the internet can be a very fake place. But I'm like, I feel like everything I do is so real. I don't really edit my pictures. I mean, in the past I have, like a long time ago, but on my new Instagram, like sometimes I don't even put a filter on. Sometimes I just like throw it up there. Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't fake anything that I'm doing. Edit anything really, like whatever I post is what I'm posting, like that's that. It made me kind of sad because I don't want to seem like I'm not being myself or faking a life that I don't have or anything like that. And I've talked about that too. That's another video that I did where I talked about keeping up with the Joneses, living in LA. And I told you, honestly, it does make me feel like I have to keep up sometimes, but none of what I'm doing is not real, or not like what I'm actually going through or what I'm actually doing. It made me sad, honestly, because I feel like I stand by being my authentic self, and like that's all I want in life, is to just be myself and share that. Part of the reason why I love YouTube so much isn't because like I want a bunch of fans and fame. The number one reason why I want to work for myself is because I want the freedom to like spend time with my friends and family. And when I was working corporate, I felt like my entire life was spent in an office. So that's the main reason why I wanted to do YouTube full time, is because I want freedom. The next thing is I want to look back at my videos and see my life. Like, it's not for you really. I mean, I love connecting with you, but it's not for you that I do this. Like, it's for me. Like, I want to look back at my life and see how far I've come, see everything I've gone through. That's why I love vlogging and sharing my feelings, because I like to look back at my own videos. And I've done that. Like, I literally will sit there sometimes and watch videos from like 4 or 5 years ago and see what I was doing, see how I was feeling, and how far I've come in those emotions. It's for me. So I wouldn't want to put something out there that wasn't real, because then it wouldn't be for me. Then it's just for everybody else. Like, I don't know, like it's like, if it's fake, it's because it's for everybody else, but that's not what I'm doing this for. It's for myself. It's kind of my thoughts today. I don't know. I just wanted to have a little girl chat, or if you're a guy, or if you're a non-binary person, I just wanted to have a human chat. I wanted to let out my thoughts again, tell you some things I was going through as far as like with OnlyFans, feeling that writer's block, feeling that burnout, thinking about how I'm being perceived on the internet, making sure that you know this is me. I think for the rest of this week, we do have a pretty chill week. Daisy has work stuff to do. I have been, on my grind with work. I don't know if I said this, but I've also been back on my workout game. Like, I'm going every day. I am feeling really good, feeling really confident with my workout routine. I feel like I finally have a routine, and it's because of the book that I'm reading called Teeny Habits, or Tiny Habits. I don't forget now. I keep forgetting how to say it. It's Tiny Habits. Reading my book Tiny Habits has totally helped me reshape how I see motivation. I think motivation is so up and down, and it's not consistent, and all you have to make consistent is a habit so that you can find the motivation. Like, you're not gonna find motivation to go to the gym every day. Like, you're gonna have to force yourself. So to just easily get that motivation, what you're gonna want to do is make these tiny habits. And one of the habits I've been trying to do is every day after I get up, brush my teeth, go to the bathroom, whatever, I want to put on workout clothes. Whether I go or not, the little habit is to put on the workout clothes, because then it makes it easy to want to go to the gym. Like, you're already in the workout clothes, you might as well go. And if you don't, at least you made the effort and put on the workout clothes. You can try again the next day. But it's like forming those habits that'll make it easier for you to have the motivation to do the things you want to do. That's what the book has taught me. And so it's been really helping as far as motivation goes, and doing the things that I want to do, like go to the gym. In my journal, every month I write out, I guess, intentions that I want for the month. And one of those this month was to make teeny habits that I hope will stick and that will form those like bigger habits and intentions that I want in the long run. But to start out really, really small, and that's why it's tiny habits, because it's just small little things that can change your life over the long run rather than trying to change things in a big way right away. It won't stick if you do it that way. So that's what I've been kind of up to. Anyway, I know this was a super random video and I was just kind of like chatting, but I would love to hear your thoughts on any of the topics that I just talked about in the comment section, because you know I respond to basically every single comment and I love hearing your thoughts and just getting into a conversation about it deeper in the comment section. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up to let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.